China, how you doing? They're not too happy. They're not too happy. They're losing millions of jobs. The tariffs are working. Well, I never said China was going to be easy, but it's not tough, and they want to make a deal. It'll be wonderful to make a deal. I don't think we're ready to make a deal. We're taking in billions of dollars in tariffs. And again, China's devaluing their currency. They're pouring out money. The prices haven't gone up. So that means we're taking in billions of dollars. We're not paying for it. And ultimately, their devaluations are going to hurt them very badly.
A lot to pick apart in those statements. But what do you make of the overall message? When you're talking about another nation devaluing its currency at a political rally, this is the dawn of a new day.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, first of all, even though the U.S. Treasury Department named China a currency manipulator, that really isn't the case. And every expert out there says that China wasn't manipulating its currency. They were allowing it to fall based on market demands. And really, it would have been manipulating their currency if they had kept it artificially high. So I think really what the story...
Again, the president sounding very strong about the negotiations and strong about our nation's position.
You're seeing this kind of hit Americans in three ways. The first, of course, as you mentioned, is in the area of inflation for the goods that have been hit by tariffs. That is going up higher than regular inflation, and that should be a problem. And we'll see that go up even higher once this next round of tariffs are fully implemented in December. The second area, I think, is in regards to business impact in the United States. A lot of the tariffs so far have been imposed on intermediate goods, so we're seeing that. And then, of course, the issue with the impact on U.S. businesses in China.
America's heartland, meanwhile, in distress. Tough times getting tougher for rural America amid President Trump's trade issues with other countries. According to the Wall Street Journal this morning, farmers are filing for bankruptcy at the highest level in at least a decade. The Journal is also showing that farm debt is approaching record highs. Joining us right now.
So here's what U.S. intelligence actually said about China and what they want in 2020. Why is China rooting against Trump? The statement said nothing about Biden being weak. In fact, it said nothing about Biden at all. The analysis is in its entirety stated, quote, "We assess that China prefers that President Trump, whom Beijing sees as unpredictable, does not win re-election." Unpredictable does not mean Trump is tough on China, because he isn't. Certainly not with any consistency. Sometimes he's lavishing China's president with praise and letting Chinese spies into his resort and refusing to condemn China's crackdown on Hong Kong. Other times he's levying tariffs on Chinese goods and trying to whip up xenophobic anger. It's difficult to handle a foreign counterpart who toggles between sycophancy and rage for no apparent reason. Xenophobia, in case you're wondering, is a fear or dislike of China, Chinese people, the language, or culture. And sycophancy? Yeah, that's defined as the overly fawning behavior of a suck-up. Not exactly strength.
When you have the president of the United States sort of flailing around this way and ordering companies to move back to the U.S. and saying that the head of the Federal Reserve is an enemy of the country, is that going to create more consumer confidence about the state of the economy or not?
It's creating more uncertainty in the market, Chris. I'll show the big board. You've got it down on the bottom of your screen there. We've been on Dow watch since those retaliatory tariffs from China were announced pre-market this morning. And the Dow on these tweets from the president is taking a sharp turn lower, now down 3.
You're entitled to your point of view, Mr. President, but you're not entitled to your own set of facts. Called Chinese President Xi Jinping an enemy just last week and a great leader this week.
Well, it's actually historically unprecedented that so many mental health professionals have come forth with their concerns. Under any president of any party. So it really is the first time that this many mental health professionals are coming together in a coalition. There are thousands of us at this point. So our concerns are that someone with this level of mental instability and impairment has this much power in the office of the presidency. Having such levels of impulsivity, having a loose grip on reality, and being so fragile in his ability to cope with ordinary stresses, such as basic criticisms or unflattering news, will tend to unravel, especially in times of heightened stress.
Dangerous mental pathology bullies those who surround it into acquiescing and enabling it. We can see the effects through fixed false beliefs that are not amenable to facts, conspiracy theories, paranoia, or perceiving threat where it does not exist, violence proneness when beliefs are challenged, and often unconditional obedience to a leader figure. The president's mental impairments are of a level that requires expertise. When we sideline expertise, including scientific expertise, authoritarianism thrives and democracy dies.